Thank you. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. Thank you so much for your applause. Truly unnecessary, but much appreciated. So today, I'd like to share with you a story, but before I do, I want to make sure, so I can see the people that may appreciate the story a little bit more. Does anyone here with a raised hand have a bicycle or bike? If you have a bike, right? Oh wow, a lot of you guys have bicycles. Okay, so then I think you actually are going to appreciate the story even more. But even if you don't, it's okay. Because I think maybe there is something to learn nonetheless. So I'd like to share with you a story about a school, and it was a fourth grade class, fourth graders, I'd say about 20 students. And in that class, they were told that one day they were going to have a new classmate, a new student. So everyone was very excited and curious and wondering. And the teacher said, her name is Jennifer. Sometimes she's called Jennifer Miller. And I want you all to be very welcoming to her. I want you to be nice and friendly like you always are, but you should be especially nice. And the teacher ended with that. Now, when Jennifer actually came to school on the first day, everyone was very, very friendly, but there was a girl by the name of Rebecca who became especially close to her. And she noticed that her clothes were a little bit different than hers. They didn't fit her so well, and they weren't new. They were old and faded quite a bit. And when she was talking to this new, very close friend, Jennifer told her that she did not have a lot of things in her life. And this was something which bothered Rebecca very much, because she had a lot of wonderful things. She had anything that she could ever ask for, as was the case with many of her classmates. So it was interesting that at the end of the year, the teacher said, "I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Because you're so amazing, we're going to have a raffle. And the winner of that raffle is going to win, as you can probably guess already, a bicycle. But no ordinary bicycle, a red retro beach 1953 Schwinn DQ Cruiser, known as, by one of my dear friends, the best bike in the whole world." And this was a very, very expensive and beautiful bike. And when they saw this picture, everyone was like, "I want it! I wish I could have this bike." And the teacher said, "Okay, today's the day. Every one of you is going to get a piece of paper. You can have a whole page. You can have half of it. And I want you to take some type of marker, go into your desk, and write your name on this paper. Write your name on it. Fold it up. And I brought a special box that you're going to put your name inside. And one lucky winner, and only one, will get this prize." So on this, Rebecca thought long and hard. She had this blank piece of paper. She thought, I could write my name because this is the bike I was always dreaming of. So she took her marker, opened it up, sitting by her desk for a few moments, and she started writing, almost without thinking. She used her marker, closed it up, and for no one to see, but I'll show you, this is what Rebecca wrote. She said, "If Rebecca wins, I'll be so happy." Now I know if I wouldn't do this, she'd have a 1 in a 20, 21 chance of winning. Now I'm going to double her chances. And so she took it, and before anyone could see, she folded it up and dropped it into the box. And she sat by her desk, waiting, looking at the clock, ticking slower and slower, until finally that moment when the teacher would grab this box and open it up. Shuffling it around. And finally, she pulled out of the many papers in here, she pulled out randomly, without looking, one page. She put her box on her desk. She opened it up. The teacher looked for a second. And then all of a sudden she began to smile. And she said, "Congratulations, Jennifer Miller! You're the winner! You get this beautiful, beautiful bike! Amazing!" And yes! Everyone clapped! It's unbelievable! She won! But the story doesn't end there. At the end of the day, she did not have time to do anything with that box. It stayed on her desk the whole day, the whole night. But there was something quite interesting. And that was, that night, someone came to clean up the room. And the man, when he was looking around, upon cleaning the room, he noticed something on the ground. So he picked it up. And it's not his. He's not going to look at it. But the next morning, he went to the teacher, to the 4th grade teacher, and said, "I found something on the floor, and I'm guessing it may belong to either you or one of your students." So the teacher said, "Oh, okay. Curious what it is. It's folded up." So she opened it up. There was a note. It was not just a note. It was a name. It said, again, Jennifer Miller, and in the parentheses it said, "I hope you win." The teacher said, "This is kind of strange, because I remember something unusual about the other one. It was not the same color, which means there must be more than just this one." So she figured, you know what? You know what probably happened? One of the students probably also wrote this other girl's name. It got her to think for a second. She still has her box. She decided to open it up. The notes of all the other ones that were not picked were still there. She decided to pull out another one. And it said, Jennifer M. She pulled out another one. Jennifer with just a smiley face. And she continued to pull out again and again of different colors. Jennifer Miller. Jen Miller. The teacher realized something amazing about her students that day. Every single one of those 20 kids wrote Jennifer Miller. Every single person. Which shows us the tremendous kindness and chesed that we can do every single day, just like those students did. In our Parshat Vayeira, we find two of the greatest people who ever walked the face of this earth and the great chesed that they did. Abraham and Sarah stood by their tents, waiting with great anticipation and excitement. When can I help another person? And in fact, as we know, 3 guests came, and they gave the most delicious, amazing food one could possibly imagine. My message to each and every one of you is, just like Abraham and Sarah, just like Rebecca and all of her classmates in that 4th grade school, you also can do great acts of chesed, of kindness, throughout your lives. And it doesn't have to be always out of school. It can be in school. It can be nice, be kind to a classmate, to make an extra friend. Because by doing that, you can make a difference. Shabbat Shalom, everybody! Shabbat Shalom!